weather we were having, huh? But this is actually an important message that you need to remember, is that although at times clouds move in and rains come down, and perhaps there's thunder and lightning, right? We remain undaunted in our conviction regarding our health and the importance of how we maintain our bodies. So I'm happy to be back again. I was here a few years ago as the deputy, as mentioned. I'm back now as the acting Surgeon General of the United States. Now, I keep saying no one ever likes the term acting in front of their title, but I actually feel empowered by it. Because what? The first three letters of the word acting is act. So actually, I have an adjective that tells me I have to do something. Yeah. And amongst the messages that we're promulgating here today, looking at the beautiful gathering and praising our partners here with Federal Occupational Health, with USAID, with CBP, with EPA, with all the partners gathered together, we put out a daunting mission upon your shoulders. And that is that the future of our nation depends on the health of its population. We realize there's many factors out there that really make our country better. Yes, it's the economy. Yes, it's being safe. Yes, it's being protected. But at the same time, we go nowhere unless our population is healthy. Now, no matter where you stand on the Affordable Care Act, I'm not here talking politics. The reality is we are changing as a nation. Right? We had underinsured and uninsured people who are now hopefully going to be accessing medical care. But medical care for problems that are at the end point of one's life are what? They're problems that could have been preventable. We're spending so many resources in this country, so much effort on this country for not health care, it's resources for sick care. And a gathering like this, a walk like we are going to be conducting, we'll see how it goes from a safety perspective. But certainly under the coverage that we have here, the ability for us to move our bodies, to be able to agree that if our nation's future depends on the health of its citizens, of the health of its people, on the health of the federal workforce, this in fact is the answer. As I keep saying, right, we are wonderful when it comes to sick care in this country, right? If you have diabetes at this point in your life, I have, as a physician, incredible medications, incredible things I can do to help that individual. But the reality was, why did we get to that person having diabetes, or cardiovascular disease, or having a stroke, or having hypertension? We have to take a step back and say, was there something in the pathway of that person's life that we could have prevented that? And in fact, there are many things. We need to be able to take care of our bodies. We need to monitor our weight. We need to eat healthy. We need to stay away from tobacco. We need to do moderation in everything we do, including alcohol use. We need to stay away from drugs. Yes, I'm here preaching to you. But the reality is it takes a preacher to come and say the body is a temple. Right? The body needs to be out there and needs to be cherished. And we as a federal workforce should serve as an example for the rest of the citizens of this country that we can get our act together. It's never easy. Weight loss is never easy. Exercise is never easy. The idea of eating healthy is never easy. But as part of the National Prevention Strategy under the leadership of the Surgeon General of the United States, we're beckoning you. Follow us. Be an example for yourself, for your co-workers, for your family. Those of you who have kids out there, raise your hands. Right? You will have a responsibility. Treat yourself well, teach them how to treat themselves well, and we can get this done. As a nation, we can progress to being the healthiest nation on this planet. And now, not like we are right now, stuck somewhere in the middle. Where's the patriotism associated with health? Right? Every 4 years, we send an Olympic team to the Olympics, and we wave the flag saying, go represent us. It's time that we represented ourselves in the world of fitness and health. That the red, white, and blue flies because we're doing something for the good of our nation. So once again, I am honored and humbled to be here as the Acting Surgeon General of the United States. I am here to act, not to lead you, but to walk with you. Follow us. Do this on the daily. We will be a better nation. We will be a better nation that deals with its health care issues, its sick care issues, and do it more economically. But part of the responsibility starts with me. What have I done today for the betterment of my health? What have I taught my children for the betterment of their health? You realize, can we change the world? Reality is we can't. 50 years ago, January 11th, 1964, Surgeon General Luther Terry issued the first report on smoking in this country. A half century ago. Have we solved the smoking problem? We haven't, but we've made incredible inroads. We've done incredible things. It used to be 43% of our population in the United States smoked. Look around you, right? Half of us would have smoked. We might have been actually talking about health and fitness even 50 years ago with half of us puffing away, and the other half who weren't smokers wouldn't say a word. And yet in those 50 years we have changed the world. We're down to 18% smokers, right? However, we still have almost 500,000 people every year dying from smoking-related diseases. But I dare say our social norms have changed, right? If I pulled out a pack of cigarettes right now and lit up, there would be a gnashing of teeth, turmoil in the audience, and I guarantee you, a few hours from now, there would be a former acting Surgeon General of the United States. That's how the world has changed for us. So let's change our social norms, not only with smoking. Let's change our social norms when it comes to fitness and health, that this becomes part of who we are as Americans, that this becomes what part of our obligations for the good of ourselves, our family, our community, and our nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, it looks like the walk is canceled today due to the rain, lightning, and thunder.
Is it rain? It's not.
Has it stopped?